go, Deuce. We are finally here. The main event of high stakes, the Hot Championship on the line. And you look in the ring, you see that ominous sight with that casket in there. Somebody is going to have to go in that casket, and the lid's going to have to be shut on them for this match to come to an end. As we see the challenger being led by El Jefe Tony Snow, the king of Snowman Enterprises, the king of the North, Ryan Davidson.
Ryan Davidson, baby. You see him? No sweat. He know he ain't going in that box. You know what I mean?
Ryan Davidson at Mega Brawl 24 last month captured the Hot Championship from Tiger Pants. However, only about 3 minutes later, lost that championship to the man who had just won the Mega Brawl Rumble. And thus, the Hot Anytime contract, the World Breaker Brick Savage, who wasted no time cashing that contract in and defeating Davidson for the Hot Championship.
Davidson has no respect. You see what he did? He flicked the booger on the kid, then looked at his dad and said, "You want some, old man?" Old man said, "No." That's a real man right there.
Davidson and Tony Snow getting a good look at that casket where they intend to put the World Breaker Brick Savage here in just a matter of moments.
Most men fear Brick Savage, wisely so. But this man, Mr. Davidson, the king of the North, he was celebrating. He had accomplished his goal. He was the champion after a phenomenal matchup, only to be backdoored by Brick Savage. This is your champion? This is the man that everybody's scared of? A coward?
And Brick Savage,
Don't tell him I said that.
You gotta think about the night Brick Savage had a month ago at Mega Brawl 24. We started the night not even thinking Brick Savage was on the roster any longer. From there, Teddy Long brought him back to take the place of Henry Witt III, defeating Marcus Rose, giving Henry Witt full control.
Yeah.
Brick Savage then goes on to enter the Mega Brawl Rumble, wins the Hot Anytime contract, and then cashes in on Ryan Davidson to become the Hot Pro Wrestling Champion, that title you see around the waist of the World Breaker right now as Brick Savage makes his way in for this casket match against Ryan Davidson.
Don't even bring up Witt. That shyster. He's a con man. He promised us that he was gonna go in there and fight. Then Brick Savage, he's a liar. He's a shyster. Imagine they were all with Teddy Long, the original shyster. You understand what I'm saying? Brick promised he was never coming back here. Never coming. That's the only reason I accepted the job. All right? Then you look up, his music hits. He goes in there, he has a fight. Then we have a battle royal, all right? Let's not forget when him and that Stone were face to face, two powerhouses, all right?
A battle royal that Brick Savage won, yes.
With a back alley deal with Teddy Long, all right? He wasn't supposed to be in that battle royal. No one prepared for him, all right? Then, when we have a great night, we crown a new champion that we can all look up to as men. This is what happens. You get snuck by Brick.
Casket match, and it is for the Hot Pro Wrestling Championship. The referee for this contest is Cedric Scott. The winner of this contest will be the first contestant who can put their opponent into the casket and close the lid. Introducing first, the challenger. Presented by El Jefe Tony Snow, from Houston, Texas, by way of San Lucas, Mexico, Grizzled Ryan Davidson!
She must dare!
And
Class of children.
from White Widow Valley, he is the Hot Pro Wrestling Champion, the the World Breaker, Brick Savage!
And Deuce, yes, here we go. The stage has been set by our ring announcer, Matt Andrews. Our main event here tonight at High Stakes, this casket match. The Hot Pro Wrestling Championship hangs in the balance as Brick Savage defends that title for the first time against the man that he took it from last month at Mega Brawl in Ryan Davidson.
You see the way Brick was looking over here? You think you heard me talking when I was talking to you?
I think he very well might have.
I'm gonna have to leave early. I don't like the way he was looking over here. I didn't know he could hear me. I was just talking wild. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he could hear me. When that bell ring, I'm gonna be talking again.
With Davidson now getting that title belt back in his possession. But is he going to own it once again at the conclusion of this match? That's the question that is yet to be answered here.
Usually Tony Snow is talking crap. He's dancing around. He's getting in people's heads. He's focused right now. He knows what Brick Savage is about.
And for El Jefe, it hasn't been the best of nights for Tony Snow. Of course, Shiva failing to capture the women's title earlier, defeated by Maya World. His United Nations of Domination, not victorious in that triple threat tornado tag match a bit earlier. Can Ryan Davidson turn the tables for Snowman Enterprises here in this one?
Let me tell you something. He better. All right? One thing that Snowman is not about, he's losing. He's only going to get mad, man. But he's got a game plan. I'm telling you, he's Shashevsky in his prime out here.
And here we go. These two big bulls, these two giants going at it. And again, the sight of that casket right there behind them, unlike any other match you're going to see. Again, the only way to win this one, as you see Brick Savage trying to open the lid, you have to put your opponent inside that casket and shut the lid.
And this is an elevated level of danger. Typically, the casket is outside the ring. These men said, no, we want it in there, because it ain't going to last long. These are two powerhouses that are overly confident.
And you saw Davidson's head just bounce off that solid wood casket in the ring as the lid is up, and this one might be over in a hurry as Savage trying to get Davidson inside that casket.
Whoa!
The King of the North, grizzled Ryan Davidson, able to fight off the champion.
Oh!
What a shot from Davidson. And look at Brick Savage. I think the rope's the only thing holding Savage up, and that's not something you typically see with Brick Savage in the ring.
I ain't never seen Brick Savage get pimp slapped. I didn't think it was possible.
But usually shots like that, Brick Savage can just shrug off, but he can't shrug off Davidson.
Look at the massive quads of Brick. It's a long day trying to suplex that man, and we just saw that. And that's the King of the North trying to suplex him. Oh!
Big clothesline from Savage, drops Ryan Davidson, and again, Savage going right to the casket, opening the lid, going to again attempt to put Ryan Davidson inside and get that lid shut.
Look at him. Oh!
Davidson there with the jawbreaker.
Oh!
He's got Savage right there.
This is two grown men going to war. Two semi-trucks doing 140, heading for each other with no brakes. I'm loving this. I've been waiting for this ever since we was last here.
See Brick Savage, I can't help but not remember the confrontation we saw with him and Terrell Tempo a little earlier.
Yeah.
When Savage came out to have the drawing for this match. But what I wanted to mention was the good thing for Savage and Davidson. They had a little bit of time to prepare for this match, about an hour and a half or so ago when this one was drawn. But again, at the same time, how do you really prepare for a casket match?
I don't know. They had the casket outside. I didn't know what was going on. I thought Calico and Lux was going to battle again.
Deuce, look at this.
Look
out of the corner of my eye, I just spotted 50 caliber Barrett Brown is slowly walking towards the ring.
He feel like that's his. He feel like, that's my belt y'all playing with right now.
Again, Barrett Brown still considers himself the hot champion. He's never officially lost that title. He was stripped of the title, but again, he's not the champion any longer.
No, and you know what I heard in the street? When he saw the King of the North win, he said, at least the real man got the title. Someone that, I'd love to go to war with. Then he seen the cowardice of your boy Brick Savage. And ever since, Barry Brown has been on a war path. And look at him taking his time outside the ring. Just letting everybody know, I'm here. I'm still the champion.
What a vertical suplex from Davidson on Brick Savage. Not something I really expect to say in a Brick Savage match. But then the fist drop from Davidson. And again, Ryan Davidson was the replacement for Barrett Brown in that title match with Tiger Pants last month. Barrett Brown, by hook or by crook, had earned that opportunity before he was suspended by guest general manager Teddy Long. Ryan Davidson ended up being the one taking that challenge, winning the title from Tiger Pants before losing it to Brick Savage a few moments later.
Man, as crooked as the letter J, Teddy Long, but we ain't gonna go in that again.
The jawbreaker from Savage. And Brick Savage, big clothesline, sends Ryan Davidson up over the top rope and crashing out to the floor. El Jefe right there to check on his king of Snowman Enterprises.
As he should.
And look at Brick Savage now sliding out to the floor with Davidson. Again, these two getting farther away from the casket.
I'm telling you, and both of these men are juggernauts. They're not accustomed to looking across the ring and seeing somebody just as big as them, if not bigger. We've seen Brick Savage with some big boys, but yo, he's in there with the King of the North right now, H-Town's finest. Yo, he grew up fighting Brick Savages. They're all over H-Town.
Ryan Davidson, he's been able to make a name for himself, not only all over Texas, but all around the world. And now he's bringing that here, looking to reclaim the hot championship that he held for only a matter of minutes last month in Mega Brawl 24.
Stay on him, Your Highness. Stay on him. Teach this president to respect the throne.
Davidson reversed by Savage, sent into the ring post. Oh, I think Tony Snow was holding his cane out there too for a little added impact.
Man, again, look at the quads of Brick Savage. Try to Irish whip that.
Backfiring there on Ryan Davidson. Now Brick Savage, the champion, back in control of his challenger. El Jefe doing anything he can to try to get Davidson back in this one.
Man, usually when you see a dude that big, that muscular as far as their physique, they forget like that. Yo, Brick, up and down, dog. Up and down. Nothing but power.
With this Savage bringing Davidson back towards the casket. The lid has been open. But Ryan Davidson, I think, realizing that, knowing he's got to do everything he can to avoid going in that box. What a clothesline from the powerful, grizzled Ryan Davidson. Sending Brick Savage down again. Barrett Brown still standing here in the aisle, just observing what's going on.
Stay focused on him. Stay focused on him, King.
You don't wonder exactly what is going through the mind of Barrett Brown.
Hey, don't listen to my help.
He probably like, yo, I'm glad that's him in there with them boys. You know what I'm saying? Yo, beat each other up. I'll clean up the scraps if he's smart.
So Davidson trying to get Savage towards that casket. Brick Savage to the elbows into the midsection now. He's got Davidson, belly to back suplex.
There you go.
From the champion.
You let these two gorillas fight to the death. The Vulture always gonna have a full stomach, if you know what I mean.
You got Savage and Davidson both down. Again, a situation like this.
Oh, look at that.
Brick might be looking to go for a cover, but not gonna do you any good in this match.
Tony Snow gifting a young fan who's looking up doing some sunglasses. Watch out, Tony. That kid had a booger on him earlier.
Savage was trying to drag Davidson towards the casket, but Davidson answering back with a kick, and now the big knee catching Brick Savage. Is this going to be enough for the King of the North to get Brick Savage inside that casket?
No! Oh! Whoa!
And Ryan Davidson, they power display. Again, when do you see something like that happen to Brick Savage?
Fam, that might be the first time I've seen Brick lifted into the air without him doing it. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine that. Ryan
Davidson showing you exactly the strength that he possesses and could just be moments away from reclaiming the hot championship.
Man, this is a war.
Davidson bringing Savage back up, trying to get Brick towards the casket. And the lid still open. Oh, what a forearm shot from the World Breaker. And Davidson precariously over the casket.
And look at Brick Savage. Yo, look at his face. Yo, he's loving this. He's loving the violence.
Savage sitting Davidson into the turnbuckles, charging in, big avalanche splash.
Man, ever since Brick Savage started coming around, breaking heads open, I think he's been looking for a fight like this. I think he loves the war with cats.
Brick, I think Brick is looking for a pile driver, maybe? No! Davidson with a back body drop. And Brick Savage.
He's getting up.
He is, and you're charging in, but walks right into the forearm of Davidson, and again, Brick back to his jab. What a super kick from Ryan Davidson.
Face? He was like, yo, this dude is up again.
Oh, look at Brick. That's sitting on the edge of the casket.
Close the lid on him. Kick him again.
You can see how dazed Brick Savage is. Oh, and enough to answer back that double sledge, catching Davidson coming in.
Yo, I see why they call him World Breaker, dog. Just like World Breaker Hulk. The madder he gets, the more powerful he is. This is scary.
Oh, Davidson just got caught. It got turned inside out by Brick Savage. Davidson was coming in for a clothesline. Look at the drop kick.
Yo,
Davidson,
wait a minute, no.
Davidson in the casket. Davidson's in the casket.
I thought Brick had to close the casket.
Well, the lid has been closed on the title chances of Ryan Davidson as the world maker Brick Savage is still the hot champion.
Barrett Brown, that's your belt, dog.
Barrett Brown just came over and took the title belt off our table.
Yo, I know that ref. That's the homie, right? Don't mess with Barrett Brown right now. We different. Just fall back, dog.
Referee Cedric Scott was coming to get the title belt to take the Brick Savage, but Barrett Brown came over and took the belt off our table, and he's walking back towards the ring with it.
Said my guy, all right? I talk a little mess about him. He's my guy. I don't want to see him get hurt. Let these fools do what they do. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You got paid. And look at him. Yo, you playing with Brick's fool? He said, come on in.
Brick calling for Barrett Brown to come into the ring.
After a war like that, he still won 4 hands.
Barrett holding that title belt up right in the face. Wait a minute, that's the music of Henry Witt III, in the owner of Hot Pro Wrestling.
He said, hold on, yo.
We saw him confronting Barrett Brown a little bit earlier on here tonight.
Yo, he came out to the Slim Thug. You know he got some hood in him. I knew I seen him at the cookout a couple times.
So I'll make you a deal. If you get that belt back to its rightful owner, you put that back in the ring right now, I'll give you a hot championship match on the 29th at the backyard in downtown Waco against Brick Savage.
Never trust a guy on docksiders. Don't do it,
I will.
Barrett.
Take it back.
But Henry Witt making a deal with Barrett Brown. If he gives that title belt back to Brick Savage, he will get a championship opportunity September 29th.
Hey.
And apparently Barrett Brown has accepted.
It's going to be a no ropes match.
What?
No ropes.
It's going to be knockouts only. Bloodsport rules.
Oh my God.
my God!
Not the kind of match you want to be in with Brick Savage.
Yo! The closest thing to Bolo Young, Brick Savage. Yo!
Against Barrett Brown in a Bloodsport match.
And look at Tony.
My God, no ropes, knockout, submission only, Bloodsport rules. Barrett Brown gets his title shot against Brick Savage, but that can't be the way that 50 caliber Barrett Brown wanted to get that title opportunity.
Shut up, I'm worried about my best friend. I've never seen Tony look like that. You don't care about mental health. You're a monster. You're a monster.
I think he's probably worried about getting Ryan Davidson out of that casket. As Brick Savage retains the Hot Championship, and now all roads lead to the backyard in Waco, September 29th. Bloodsport rules, Brick Savage defending against 50 caliber Barrett Brown.